All right, in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to run comp because this is my number one question I get asked for almost everybody that joined the group. So here we are, right? Comp is one of the most important tool that you need to learn as a real estate agent because without running the correct comp, you're gonna be able to advise your client properly on how much their house worth or even know what to do when put in an offer, right? But anyway, so first thing first, you need to have the address, right? So this is what I usually do. We're gonna use this example. This is one of the listing that I have coming up, and the seller asked me, "Hey, how much I should list my house for?" Right? So get the address, and the easiest thing you can do is go to Google, put in the address, and usually there's an HAR link come up, right? So click on it and learn as much as you can about the property, right? I mean, you can even see the comp here, right? They have 4 comp for you from Black Knight, Zillow, CarLogic, and even the appraisal. So you have a very good idea of, how much is the house go in this area already. But these are not accurate, okay? You should not rely on these to tell your seller how much the house worth. But you will have an idea, right? So the house the house has been going up. Um, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 18 square feet. This is really important, and especially the owner name, right? So I'm gonna take this information. I'm gonna go to my matrix. So if you are in MLS, you should have access to matrix, right? You pay for this tool, you just use it. Your MLS, depending on where you are, your MLS will have a similar tool, just look just like this, right? But I'm in Houston. We use this tool, and usually the way I do this is very classic, right? I've been I don't have a fancy way to run it, so I go to a thing called classic single family. I click here, wait for it to show up. Let me see if I can maximize. And then I just put in the address here, copy and paste, right? And then it found the address. You will want to find all the comp within 6 months, and you should check the box option pending, continue to show, and so you want to see everything, you want to show the seller all the activity, actives, pending, and so in this neighborhood, right? So 12 match, usually I try to have a good data set of less than 10 house, that look just like my house. So for this particular one, um, you see the neighbors is memorial. So I want to narrow it down a little bit. So I'm gonna just copy memorial, and I'm gonna put in the subdivision here, right? So this way you limit everything out that is not in the particular subdivision. Go back, looks good, it's all memorial chase. I want to expand the radius a little bit and see if this is a big neighborhood, and apparently it's not, right? So I click on the map. If the map is gonna pop up, I'm not sure what's wrong. Here we go. Okay, so this is the map, Memorial Chase, and seem like we have a good data set. Let me just go at, let's go for mine and see what happens. Ooh, you actually have 26, 67. Wow, this is a big neighborhood. Actually, see, so I only want to look at Memorial Chase, right? For now. So I'm gonna copy Memorial Chase. I'm gonna put it in here. Yep. So now I have a perfect data set of 23 houses in Memorial Chase, right? So now I'm gonna start narrowing things down. And over here, we're gonna see the house, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 18 square feet. So I'm gonna start narrow things down, and especially the year built, right? So let's see what is the year built in this house. 1980. So I don't want to look at new house, right? I don't want to look at houses that is old. Let's say 2000 minus, right? Around uh, 15. I usually do plus or minus 400. So if this house is 1800, we usually do 14 to 22. How come I don't have anything? Oh, I'm sorry. This is a full back, right? So I put in the square footage. That's wrong. 22. Still quite a bit, but let's take a look at the data set and see what we have. All right, the lot size looks correct. This one looks correct. Yeah, Yeah, I think this is quite still a lot. So let me narrow it down a little more. So what else I can narrow it down? All right, this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So I'm gonna type in 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 14. Perfect. All right, let's take a look at this 14. Sort it by the price per square feet. This is what I usually do. And usually I have a good data set. And you should have a good idea of your subject property. Is my video still on? Yeah. You should have a good idea of your subject property. What does it look like? Has the seller been rehabbing it or not? So for this particular case example, I know this is actually one of the flips that we do. And I know that the house has been repaired from top to bottom, right? So they have granite countertop, uh, they have new flooring, they have new pan, they have new kitchen, and yada yada. So I will go to this data set. I'm gonna select a house that look, very similar to mine, right? So let's take a look. This one is kind of old, especially they don't even have the floor. So that's not my comp, right? I'm gonna skip it and then keep going here. This one looks similar, it's comparable to my comp. So I'm gonna go ahead and select it. It has 2 stories, but we're gonna select it for now. This should be the perfect comp. It's actually old, but let's select it anyway. Let's see what's up. This one, yeah, looks kind of rehab it. The flooring is still old. Select. Moving on to the next one. This house is kind of newer than mine, but since it's meet all the criteria, not, uh, yeah, I would say the year bill is still compatible somehow. Let's go ahead and select this one as well. All right, let's keep moving on to the data set. Oh, this is gonna be a perfect compatible. As a matter of fact, my house look just like this. This is like gonna be this is gonna be my perfect comp because from the outside and the inside and even the fireplace, this look exactly my subject property. And check it out, it's sold for 259. Damn, well not sold yet, but it's pending, right? So this is my perfect comp. This is more than likely when you show the seller this and the seller see, this is the same house as his house, more than likely they're gonna select to list it at this price, right? But uh, for the sake of thing, let's just keep moving in. This is a good one. This one, yeah, kind of old, but you know what? Let's just select it anyway and see what's up. Moving on. So this one has a pool, right? So we skip. If we have a pool, I usually don't select it unless I don't have any other option. This one is kind of ugly. Yeah, maybe not a good comp, but it's sold for a good price though. So what is it sold for? 225. Okay. So multiple offer, right? Really important. Later on, we're gonna go over that. Let me just skip that one. This one looks decent. Oh, perfect. This is a perfect comp, right? Moving on, looking at this, kind of old. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna skip it. This one, oh, this is a good comp, but I don't know why it's they kind of listed for too low. I think 220. Yeah, see, so multiple offer, they go up on the price. Yep, let's go ahead and select that one. Oh, and by the way, this is a sold price, right? And this is the list price, so you know how hot your market is. So I know that this neighborhood is super hot because everything listed gets sold for higher. Yeah, this one is very compatible. Oh, this is gonna be my another perfect comp of mine. All right, perfect. So I hit that, click on the quick CMA, and you have your perfect data set right here. So you have your option pending, you have your sold, um, and this is your average, right? So if I'm gonna advise the seller to list the house, this is gonna be my sold price per square feet. So usually I take this number right here, 139. So I do 139. Actually, let me do it on the computer so you see. So I'm gonna pull up my calculator. I do 139 multiply by the square feet of the house, which is what? Which is 1863. So multiply 1863. Yep, so this is exactly how much I'm gonna list my house for. And this number just confirm with all the comp that I saw before. Remember the perfect comp that I showed you? You know, they get listed for that much. I'm not sure which one is this over here. It's probably some of this. You know, if you go back and review the video, there was like a perfect comp that looked just like my house that go pending for 255, right? Oh, actually it's pending, right? So it's right here. Yeah, 249. Yeah, so it depends, you know, on how motivated the seller is. But if I'm the seller of this one, I just gonna take this number 139.77, and then I multiply it by the square feet, and voila, I'm gonna have, you know, my list price. You know, I know that the appraisal they will appraise for this month. If I want to sell it a little faster, I might list it at 255. Uh, Yep, yep. So we might list it at either 255, or we're gonna go ahead and list it at 258, but never list above the sell comp, right? If you list above the sell comp, you're not gonna have a lot of traffic, and then when you end up reducing it, um, it's gonna be a shit show. Excuse my language, but yep, price it right, list it right, and then you rather have multiple offer than nobody come and see your house. But yeah, that's it. So comp is not always easy like this. Some cases it's gonna be a lot more complicated. You can't find comp that look like your house, so you have to like go out into different subdivision. You have to go out for like 1 mile, 2 mile in order to find the correct comp. But this one is fairly easy. So you can click on print. Quick CMA. Um, I usually do quick CMA, printable map, and then one page. Oops, one page printable map and quick CMA. Yep, and then I give this to the seller. And then it's going to take a while to generate, depend on your internet connection. And then you have something to show to the seller, right? So I always tell the seller, hey, this is not me telling you how to list the house, how much, but this is what the market telling you. This is what the data show you, how much you should list your house, right? You can list your house for $1 million. I can help you with that. But if you want to sell your house, this is the number the market is currently telling you how much to list your house at. And that's it. DOM is really important. CDOM, cumulative day on market. It tells you how fast the house is moving in this neighborhood. And this neighborhood is on fire. I mean, household in less than 9 days, 5 days, 8 days, 4 days. This one, I don't know what happened with it, but this is a super hot neighborhood, right? And you can kind of see over here, the list price is 235. The sold price is 252. So the sold price is always higher than the list price in this. A lot of them is higher than the list price. So that this is a super hot neighborhood. Yep. So use the data to show the seller, and then make the seller come up with their own decision, right? Never convince anybody, because amateur short and professional convince. So if you try to convince somebody, you are an amateur. But anyhow, I hope that helped. 13 minutes. I should stop the video here, and can't wait to make the next one. Thank you. Bye.